عصف الأنين بداخلي كم مرة قد ذاق قلبي من أساه محلا تمر وكم كرهت مصابها لكن رأيت الخير يسكب في أنا كم مرة قد ضقت من عظم البال.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. ما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hayakumullah. How's everyone doing, huh? I hope all of you are well in the best of health and iman. May Allah preserve you and your families and keep us in your du'as always. It's always important to, remember that we are here to watch out for each other, in terms of our physical well-being as well as our spiritual well-being. So it's vitally important that, we always advise each other, as the Prophet ﷺ said, ad-deenun siha, that the religion is advice. So this video is a pre-Ramadan message really, and also giving you my short-term plans, an update rather, regarding my intentions as for Ramadan and just before it. Now, as you know, it's been a very long 2 years for me, generally speaking, in terms of research, in terms of, recording, in terms of editing, because I know I've mentioned this before, but it's good to, recap that I do everything from scratch. So I deal with the editing, I deal with the recording, I deal with the researching, basically from start to finish. So it does take, a lot of time. Obviously, mentally it takes a toll as well, and physically to a certain extent. I don't consider myself too young. Turning 36 next month, bismillah. But I'm not a spring chicken. I'm not in my early 20s, nor in my late 20s. If anything, I'm in my mid 30s, going into my late 30s. And to also give myself time as well, you see, because I've been engaging with certain people, or the super Salafis, etc., for 2 years straight, and a lot of valuable time, I believe anyway, has been spent definitely for a good cause, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept it and to reward us for it. But I really need to now step off the gas a bit for at least 2 months, minimum 2 months, or just under 2 months, basically what's remaining of this month, and then the whole of Ramadan. Okay, and the whole of Ramadan I won't be recording anything at all. Anything. There won't be no videos from me. I won't be engaging. As I said, my wife, may Allah bless her, she doesn't bother me, with this researching, even though I spend a lot of time researching, in my own, little world, and she, leads me to it, and it's not fair, to her and my children, you see, because it's valuable time that I need to spend with them, and on top of that as well, it's my responsibility as well, and it's justice. I can't be spending hours upon hours in a room just going through books or scrolling through books or reading or PDFs, and then on top of the recording, then obviously editing, and that takes time as well. Considering the last video I did, because I did the editing, it went the best, but it was you watched it, and we can't be selfish. Don't get me wrong, what we've done over the past 2 years, the momentum has shifted in our favour. We've pulled out books that potentially may not have never been pulled out in the English language, or into the English speaking world, obviously translated from Arabic to English. So all of these, or the effort's not gone in vain, let's put it that way. It's definitely been, productive, and a lot of brothers and sisters have benefited, so I can assure you of that. But I don't want to make this video much longer. So Ramadan is around the corner. We're in the month of Sha'ban now. SubhanAllah al-Azim. Ramadan is like a guest, isn't it? It comes once a year, and we have to grasp this blessing with both hands. And that really means, and I'm addressing obviously the brothers and sisters, is that cut your social media time. Wallah al-Azim, cut your social media time in preparation for Ramadan. What I mean is, it's not just Ramadan comes and that's it. You prepare, as the companions anhum did, and the Prophet ﷺ did. They used to prepare months in advance. So we now need to take the bull by the horns and at least follow that to a certain extent, even if we can't do the many months that they used to prepare for Ramadan, meaning the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the companions anhum. We have to do our little bit. We live in a fast-paced world, a global village, everything's at our fingertips, but we have to give the best possible chance for us to succeed in Ramadan by making the necessary preparations. That's key. Because if you don't make the necessary preparations, then what's going to happen is your habits ain't going to go away. I'm not expecting, obviously, or anyone's expecting, miracles overnight. Loads of dua, clean intentions, and I assure you Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will assist, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us the strength and the willpower. I don't really want to, waffle on, because as you know, my videos are lengthy generally speaking, so I want to make this short and concise. And a sincere advice from me to you, brothers and sisters. Remember, assume the best of me. Forgive my shortcomings, forgive my mistakes, forgive my heedlessness and my lack of thinking when I create videos or record videos. Spontaneously I say stupid stuff, and that's not done with any ill intentions or malice. So to summarize, this is my last video for at least 6 to 7 weeks. Don't get upset. Don't be crying. It's good for me, rejuvenate, refresh mind, body and soul. And that's what's needed sometimes. Sometimes it's needed where you just take a step back and just me time, me and family time. Spend time with the kids, spend time with the wife, and spend time with my parents. I'm not saying I don't spend time with them. Don't get me wrong, guys. Of course I do. But at least for 6 to 7 to 8 weeks, I'll just be cut off. I'm sure you all understand, the reasons why I've decided to just stop recording for at least 6 to 7 to probably even 2 months. But like I said before, it's vitally important that you appreciate that we need alone time. We need time to ourselves, especially those du'at who are constantly, spending time educating you lovely people, seeking Allah's pleasure and Allah's face, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's it really. So take care of yourselves. If you need to send me any messages privately, please do, and I'll endeavour to respond as soon as I can. So take care of yourselves. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad.
كم مرة عصف الأنين بداخلي، كم مرة قد ذاق قلبي من أساه محن تمر، وكم كرهت مصابها لكن رأيت الخير يسكب في أنا. كم مرة قد ضقت من عظم البلاء، بشر وشيطان يحاصرني أباه. كم مرة قد أظلم الدرب ضحى وتحدر الدمع وضاقت بي رؤى. كم مرة عصف الأنين بداخلي، كم مرة قد ذاق قلبي من أساه محن تمر، وكم كرهت